Welcome to the birthplace of college football, campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less. Showdown with Princeton in 1869. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bruins offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
The give to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
They were hyping you up when you do that.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll pull it down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Bravo. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruin.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Looking for space. It's Wade. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football.
Are you
nice
serious?
job on that play.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll try to pop the draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout this season. And
the catch and run into the end zone.
That was like the worst defensive game.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And on second down for this offense. The give from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't...
Trying to beat the D deep.
Oh my gosh! More!
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does
freaking
manipulating the defense with his eyes.
Holy
He froze
that
that
was
safety,
crazy.
and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
That was actually
Wants to
absurd.
throw. It's Bravo. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll fire. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Bruins trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Bravo. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
UCLA.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bravo. Getting some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have...
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Making the interception. It inside the 40.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Takes the handoff. It's Wade. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Henry. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He looks that one in nicely. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Splits the uprights. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he got loose, it was all over. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand?
Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Rutgers, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Wade. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So after the first down run, he's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Still running at the 40. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Run in the red zone. It's Wade. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that. Dude, they score here, we're in for a ball game.
Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bruins have taken it inside the 20. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Wants to throw on third down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Rutgers, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on second down. And he intercepts it. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Going to the running game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.